Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Groupers, taking on the winners of 10 straight, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. In the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Groupers will put total weather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Clemson's offense will have the football first. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. He lobs one high down the left side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's James. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. He leaves it with his back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch, it's Brown. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose. On that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. It'll be a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The groupers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not able to pop the big return, and they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Rides to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the groupers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse.
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
We've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Fires it incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Slips a tackle and he's got room. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Clemson is quick to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he'll race. Offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The groupers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. There he goes. Open it up. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Beck's going for the goal line. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. A harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now on the option. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dot.
Turning it on! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Finding open areas. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And the groupers will hustle to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The groupers decide to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. A long way to go for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to our guys high above Howard's Rock.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chain. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the groupers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the outside to the left. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And down he goes back at the 3.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's two options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Makes the catch. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
Gets it out quickly. They'll wrestle him down just... First down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. His drive will open from the 15. To the air on first down. Under fire. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run the option. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This Clemson defense has been something across the entire game. Old school lockdown.
I mean, unbelievable. Shutting down everything you want to do. Shutting down the run, shutting down the pass. This defense has been lights out. We've seen a lot of great defensive performances from the Clemson Tigers. This is right up there with the best of them.
And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal.
Here we go.
Hauls it in. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed him to kick it there. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Now this offense is back on the field. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Finds a little space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
Man, I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
With the catch, it's Benson.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the groupers will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. They pick it off. off, and this defense a much-needed play. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Pulls it in, it's Craig. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. The groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And you just sort of wonder if that's some kind of moral victory from the head coach. You're not going to get shut out in front of all of these eyeballs. We're just going to put 3 points up on the board. As a player, I used to absolutely hate that if I was on the losing team, because you're just trying to save face. I want to go down and try and score a touchdown. I know that the chances aren't great, but let me go out there and compete.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Lofts one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep. Right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires on the move. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wide receiver going in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. The option look. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. And the groupers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. On the run, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They're still firing away even with this lead. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's off to the races to the right. And the defense got it. He's at the 10. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. Well, the dreams of an undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season that they